Angry Guy here, and today we're talking about Jenelle Eliana's van living, and this is a response to her video giving us a tour of her van, and also my thoughts on exactly how on living in a van and living in a car, because I've done it before. So we're gonna jump into this and really just try to figure out what's going on here, because she recently gained about 1.3 million subscribers, 1.1, 1.3 in like a week. So today we're discussing Jenelle Eliana van living, and this is a response to her video where she shows us her van and her setup, and it's become very popular. She is potentially the fastest growing channel on YouTube ever now, and she only has 2 videos uploaded to her channel. So she hit over 1 million subscribers with just 2 videos. Okay, and there's actually been some questions about how did she do this, and there's a number of people who have actually been saying that they were subscribed to her channel and they had no idea, like they were just subscribed to her channel but they never chose to subscribe. And there's a story going on right now that YouTube actually auto-subscribed people to her channel. Whether or not that is true, I have no idea. What I can say, however, is recently I've been noticing channels that I was pretty sure I wasn't subscribed to, that I am subscribed to, and channels that I've been watching for years that I'm not subscribed to. And it's really been confusing to me. Like, I'm like, what the heck's going on? So a lot of people are saying that they're subscribed to her channel and they never actually did subscribe to her channel. Now, more so than that, that's just part of what's happening. But there's more to the story. And you can thank a bit of Brit for bringing this to my attention and pushing me to make this video. So, yeah. I've done the whole, living in your car thing. I had a pretty nice Jeep till they towed it. And I will say that it was always very difficult. Okay, for me, I did not like living in my car. I found it very stressful. I found it very concerning. I was always looking over my shoulder. I was always worrying about my safety. There were just so many things that I constantly had to concern myself with. It was hard. It was really hard, and I have to just be open and honest about that it was really hard living in a car, living in a van. And there's some things, like a lot of things about her story personally don't add up. For example, she is a part-time college student, I believe, but she's been living in her van for about 1.5 years now, or somewhere within that range. She's 20 years old, but she's been living in it since she was 19 years old. And all the the van is pretty nice. It actually has hardwood floors, but she did all the conversion. So she did the electrical wiring, she did the hardwood flooring, she did everything in the van, evidently. And while I'm not saying this is not possible, it's a little head scratching how hardwood floors are something that you don't typically see, even in the van of someone of electrical engineers. That's something you typically do not see, and yet we have someone who does not mention any background in architecture, engineering, or doing this. So it's extremely impressive, but at the same time, my question comes down to how. All right, there's also only 2 videos on the channel, and those 2 videos don't really give us a really in-depth look at her life. In other words, we know where she's been. She talks about what she's done, but we don't really know much about her actual traveling. Her Instagram account only goes back to like about a year ago, and it was actually her YouTube channel that helped her Instagram account to grow. So again, this is all very confusing. So this is Jenelle, and what I'll do for you guys is I'll put it's already in like ×2. So as you guys can see, that's her on the screen, and you can see her van. And it's some of the camera angles, for example, are just like are head scratching. In this scene right here, she's a person who's been living in a van for quite some time. And I talked about Brittany with this. I brought this up to a bit of Brit because, like I said, she showed me this whole thing. And what didn't make sense, and Brittany actually made a good point regarding this. So she sees a little bug, okay, and she hops into the van. All right, a tiny bug, guys. Look at this. So she sees a small bug and she hops into the van. Here's the problem. She sees a small bug and hops into the van, but just moments earlier in the video, she's holding her pet snake. Do you see what I'm saying? There you go. Just moments earlier in the video, just like, look at that. Moments earlier in the video, she's holding her pet snake, but moments later, she's worried about a very small bug. For someone who lives in a van, someone who lives outdoors, something like that would not bother you, okay? I'm just being very, very clear. If you've been living outside, if you've been doing RV living, that kind of stuff, a tiny bug would not bother you. I'm being very honest. You will be completely desensitized to it. There is no way you can live in a van and something that small bother you. And then a moment ago, she's holding her snake, her pet snake. It does not add up whatsoever. The story doesn't add up whatsoever. I mean, another thing is the way her upkeep. Look at her hair. Her hair is pretty well done. She's very well groomed. You might say, well, what are you saying? That people cannot be well groomed living in a van? But based on what she said, for example, she showers at the gym and so forth. Again, everything looks a bit too well maintained. Everything looks a bit too well put together. All right, guys, she did all this. She did all the electrical wiring herself. She did all the conversion herself. Okay, she installed hardwood floors in there. Okay, she ran wiring. She installed a solar panel. Okay, there's a solar panel on this thing. She installed a solar panel. Okay, a solar panel. She has a refrigerator in here. Okay, guys. Oh my gosh, here's another thing that I didn't catch. She has a working sink. She has a working sink. She installed a working sink. Okay, guys, first off, how did she afford to do this? Okay, none of this makes any sense. She installed hardwood floors, did the electrical wiring, and did the plumbing. And she did it all herself. This is really beyond. Typically, when people are remodeling their vehicles, there are multiple people involved. So, for example, they hire someone, a guy who's good at architecture, good at building stuff. They still hire someone to do the wiring for them, or they hire someone to do the plumbing for them. No one typically has all the skills to do every single thing, okay? But she did every single thing. And she's a student who doesn't have a lot of money. Does this add up to you at all? Look at this. Guys, look at this. Oh, a fully functional sink. A fully functional sink that she built, installed herself, okay? I wouldn't be surprised if she had a stove in there either. Probably does. Running with running water. Guys, come on. Come on. All right? This is I just don't, I mean, like, how is this possible? How was this done? There's no backstory, none whatsoever, other than, yeah, I did all of this. I built this and I built this and a hardwood floor. Guys, there it is. There it is. That's the hardwood floor. She put hardwood flooring in there. She installed cabinets. She changed out insulation. I mean, forget about insulation. She basically would have rebuilt the entire thing, and she did this entirely on her own. How? Just looking, guys, this conversion would cost thousands of dollars. Thousands of dollars. All right? And to have to hire someone to help you do this could easily cost 10 grand or more. But a young woman, 19-year-old young woman, seemingly built and designed all of this on essentially no budget, right? And we don't really hear too much about her parents, her family, but I'm sure they're cool with this. What Brittany was suggesting is Brittany thinks that this girl is an actor. She thinks that she is an actor, and I can't really doubt her, because I mean, guys, look at the hair, look at the makeup, look at the way she's dressed, look at look at the van. None of this adds up, all right? Even the video quality and the video editing is uncommon, all right? Like how are you doing this? Okay? Guys, you can tell when people live in like a van, all right? You know, from the clothing, the way that they behave, certain different aspects. Guys, this is her van living, okay? Pure Castile soap. You've got, I mean, what? Guys, this is like, I don't know if you remember, like, there used to be this character known as Lonely Girl a number of years ago. Video close-ups. Yeah, guys, she's really good with cinematography also. Okay? She's good with the cinematography. Guys, do you guys remember Lonely Girl from many, many years ago? Who, she was like, it was basically, you know, this thing where this girl was like making videos and stuff, and it ended up turning out to be a total scheme. And it was like, you know, it was a scheme. And she was just an actress playing a part. And honestly, I am looking at this right now and I feel the exact same way. Like, this is an act. Guys, look at this. Look at the video editing. Look at the over-the-top video editing. This is not from... She has 2 videos, guys. 2 videos using these extensive video techniques. When people start making their first YouTube videos, even people who have advanced video editing skills, they don't put out videos like this. Your first video is not something like this. It just isn't, okay? It really isn't. This is something that you would see more so from a seasoned YouTuber who's produced a number of videos over time. You wouldn't see a video of this quality from a new YouTuber. I'm just being very honest. Someone that is brand new to making videos. Even her picture, guys, another thing is you look at her Instagram pictures, right? I've looked at her Instagram pictures, and her Instagram pictures most of them are just very, very well done. You know, like they're done in a way that you would think that she took them herself, but in reality, I think she had someone take them. It looks like, I mean, because the quality of them is a bit over the top, even the filters and everything. Again, guys, how does a 19-year-old afford all of this? I mean, even, guys, look at the earrings. Look at the way she's dressed. Okay? Look at the makeup. Look at the stuff that she has in there. And, like, people might be saying, well, who are you to even question her? But, Philip DeFranco, for example, Brittany pointed this out. Philip DeFranco talked about this. Like, he just basically randomly out of nowhere promoted her. Like, he was like, oh, I just want to talk about Jenelle Eliana. All right? And she's relatively, literally, completely unknown on the platform, and he just decides to feature her. There are many other larger creators out there, but he decides to focus in on this very small creator that has literally no fan base and only 2 videos on the channel. And now lots of people are saying that they have been subscribed to her channel and they never subscribed to her channel. And it makes perfect sense. Guys, she has 2 videos. 2 videos, all right? And her channel is only is barely a month old. Her channel is barely a month old, all right? People don't even know who she is, and they're subscribed to her channel. This is very, very concerning. Highly concerning right now, okay? I want to point that out. I mean, for example, check this out. A woman and her snake share a stylish and surprisingly spacious converted van home, right? So basically, this is a van, and her name is Jenelle Eliana, and her white bald python Alfredo, okay? And here we go. Location, California, of course. 1995. It's a 1995 GMC Vadura Explorer, and she's lived in it for a year and a half. She's owned it and lived in it for a year and a half. And again, guys, I want you to look at the conversion work that she's done. Look at this, guys. Building small cabinets into the doors themselves. Guys, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. All right, guys, let's look inside. Look inside. Look inside of the van. All right, there's a full-size bed in here. And by the way, not only does she have a bed, there's also a hammock. She also has a hammock in there as well. If you look at the top, she has a surfboard. If you look to the right, she has, again, we saw that earlier, she has a full sink, okay? And window, oh my gosh. What? All right, listen to this, okay? So let's read this. So she purchased the Explorer in 2017, which happened to be her first vehicle as well. Her first vehicle, guys, transformed it into a very compact but cozy house on wheels. Her baby blue on the outside, electric and pink on the inside van is the perfect home base for her lifestyle right now. Okay. Featuring solar power, a working sink, expansive clothes storage, and a spacious home for her white ball python. Jenelle also did the entire van conversion herself. Not too bad for a first-time homeowner. Yeah. Guys, this is you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. All right. I mean, guys, look at this. Looks like she installed like an additional stereo. I think these are stereos. Are these is this a stereo system? She installed like an additional stereo system in it. All right. So she keeps them in a glass enclosure warmed by Jenelle's solar and battery setup. Okay. Solar. This is, guys, Jenelle works full time. At 19, she works full-time, goes to school part-time, but she also finds time to road trip through her state of California in her tiny home on wheels. She actually originally wanted to purchase a Sprinter van, but ended up buying this one on Craigslist for an amazing price. The lovely elderly couple who sold it to me only used her to take their grandkids to Disneyland a couple times out of the year. Oh, such a wonderful story. It came fully stocked, but every button worked. They all had They had the original Polaroid TV hooked up to a PlayStation. The motorized bed was still motorized. AC heater was in tip-top shape. Until this day, I haven't had any major mechanical issues. Her name was Dino. Before I had her painted blue, she wrote in caption. Again, guys, she did the conversion in here. This is all conversions that she did. Okay? You can help Jenelle fill up her gas tank by checking out some of the vintage clothing she has for sale. After watching the video house tour she made for us above, make sure you follow her on Instagram to see even more videos. Guys, this is a major promotion for her. She approaches hashtag VANLIFE with a lot of humor, and it's very watchable. What? Guys, this sounds like an advertisement. Sounds like an outright advertisement. This is Tube Filter. How VanLife YouTuber Jenelle Eliana amassed 1.3 million subscribers with 2 videos in 3 weeks. Okay? Guys, again, this, you've got to be kidding me. No. No. This does not seem real at all. It doesn't. You can see it. You can see it, okay? You can see it. I mean, guys, look at how she's dressed, okay? She's dressed luxuriously. Guys, this looks like an actor to me. She looks like an actress. She looks like an honest actress, okay? And there's other prominent van creators, Kobe Life, following a nomad named Ben. There's Jinty Fell, an Australian family of 3. And these people only have like 450,000 subscribers, 470,000. There's also Hobo Ali, whose real name is Alejandra. She has 300,000 subscribers. And I've actually talked about Hobo Ali for a number of years, like years back. In fact, she was the original video. I made a video discussing her van life when she was a very small YouTuber. And she was upset. She was a little bit upset with the video I made. That was when I had the other channel. That was years and years ago. So, I mean, again, I'm just like saying, like, do you guys, let me double check something. Okay, so interestingly, neither of Eliana's 2 videos appear to be running ads thus far, though YouTube notes the review process for its partner program, which enables monetization, can take up to a month. That said, she does say in her first video that she has a job, though she doesn't provide any specifics. And Eliana is also looking to eke out traditional income through a second Instagram account dubbed Janelle's Gas Money, where she's vending thrifted clothing on peer-to-peer social shop platform Depop. Guys, this story just doesn't make a lot of sense. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It makes literally no sense. All right? I would just have to say that she's here's what Brittany seemed to be alluding to, like, and this is what I basically said. They're basically trying to show young women that this is a very even an empowering way of living. It's a feasible, it's a possible, and it's empowering way of living, an alternative way of living. But living in a car is not great. It's really difficult, especially when you have to go to the bathroom at nighttime, or you want to shower, it's harder when it's cold. The fact that you constantly have to be on the move. In another article, it pointed out the fact that she's constantly moving. She has no permanent residence. So you're constantly driving around, going from place to place. Earlier, I showed you she was totally worried by a tiny bug, yet she lives in this van with her python. Guys, if that doesn't sound like something out of a Disney series, I don't know what does. Like, I'm like wondering if this is like Disney. Like, Disney, is this your like Disney? Are you doing this? Like, is Disney behind this? Because this like literally feels like a Disney series. It literally feels like a Disney series, something produced by some big company, that is trying to like reel in the millennial audience, and YouTube's on board with it, because it definitely is odd. I mean, YouTube is promoting her living out of her van to make it cool. That's what Brittany said. She actually said YouTube's promoting a girl. When I say Brittany, I mean a bit of Brit. Is YouTube's promoting a girl living out of her van to make it cool. And again, guys, why is this happening? I mean, personally, you have to wonder if there is an agenda behind this, because a lot of people are suggesting there absolutely is. There absolutely is, and we know that there's been a lot of censorship happening recently, and so it wouldn't be a surprise if that was the case, because none of this adds up. Guys, what I can say though is the economy is taking a massive nosedive right now, and it does appear that things like this might be pushing people towards becoming more comfortable with the idea of, especially women, of minimizing their lifestyles. Okay? Because this is how, they introduce the masses to changes like this. For example, it's not homelessness. It's like, it's happiness, it's alternative living, and it's incredible. I mean, it's not a van, it's a tiny home. Again, that's really that's a real head scratcher. As I've said, guys, you should be buying up your crypto right now, because if you don't, it's not, I mean, like I said, that's like for us millennials, and like in a lot of older people in general, if you don't have any other options. I was putting out there, like, you don't have any other options right now other than to secure wealth and resources, other than to invest what you can in crypto, because you don't have a lot of money. This is like the best bet right now that you have at survival, because you can see that the powers that be are definitely, there's a lot happening. Right now, guys, we have a weekend sale going for all the courses in Crypto Money Academy. We have, so all the courses are $99 or less. So we have new courses. Those are going for $89 with the Ultra Early Bird Special happening right now. And you can and basically here's how it looks. So you can get any of these courses. I have a new course coming for you guys, mastering crap coins. That course is going to come soon, but all the other courses are out. We have how to make massive profit from ICOs and not lose everything. There's a lot of new ICOs happening, and as the markets accelerate, more and more people are going to be launching ICOs. So knowing how to invest in these ICOs is really what's going to separate the difference between you losing all your money investing in them and you making lots of money. You can get this course for the early bird special price of $89.99. The course usually goes for $189.99. Okay. We also have how blockchain actually works for people who are still confused about blockchain or just want a more solid foundation of blockchain. And it basically expands on blockchain in general so that you can understand the inner workings of almost any blockchain, and not just blockchain, but blockchain alternative technology. For example, technology like IOTA and other networks that are actually in the works. So you'll also learn about the alternative networks and alternative technology out there, so you'll be ahead of the curve. So this is a huge course to take. This course is $129.99, but you can get it for the early bird price of $89 right now. We have how to take profits perfectly, so make massive profit without taking massive losses. That one's the early bird price of $89.99, ultra early bird. And then of course we have these very popular courses: how to choose and invest in all coins that will increase by 100,000 times and make you massive profit. That course is $300. You can get it for $100 right now. You can get the strategy you must use to become a crypto millionaire. That course is $160. Get it for $100. You can get converting cryptocurrencies without using an exchange. This way, that course goes for $160. And again, all the courses are $100 right now or less. And with that course, you can basically get coins very, very quickly. You get all over 300 different cryptocurrencies very quickly at much lower fees than using the exchanges, and get them much faster. So this is a must-have course for everyone. We have how to quickly withdraw your crypto in cash from any ATM and other crypto to cash quick conversion methods. And there's actually some in here that that people don't know about at all, that allow you to withdraw your money from any ATM. And it's literally that easy. You don't have to go through any big checks, nothing like that. So that's actually good, huge for people who are investing and that will want to take profit. We also have how to time the crypto market and make massive profit. That course is $300. You can get it for $100 right now. We have taking profit from cryptocurrency and not losing your entire investment. So, a lot of people end up doing that. It's unfortunate, but it happens because they don't know how the markets work and they don't have a plan when they're going in. So they end up losing everything that they invest. We have how to get tons of valuable cryptocurrency for free without mining or paying for it, which is an incredible course. This course, you can basically stock up on crypto. That's what I've done over the years. I remember during the last boom, I had just tons of coins sitting around in my wallet. And the people were, right now I just get coins, they just send them to me now because I have the system down so well. And basically when the crypto boom hit last time, I literally had thousands of dollars just sitting in my Ethereum wallets, for example, that I didn't pay for, that I did literally nothing, okay, to get. So that's one very important thing for you guys, all right? You'll wake up you should all be doing this. You should all be stocking up on tons of free coins because you will wake up and during the crypto boom, you will wake up and you're going to just start seeing crazy amounts of money in all your different wallets. Okay. And it's going to be amazing. We have mastering the Ethereum wallet and blockchain, which is something a lot of people struggle with. And the thing is, there's so many cryptocurrencies built on the Ethereum blockchain at this point that if you understand how the Ethereum blockchain works, if you can master Ethereum wallets, then it opens up a major door for you later on down the line. You'll be able to essentially work with so many different cryptocurrencies and have access to so many different cryptocurrencies just by understanding Ethereum. So that's a huge one. You're also going to get the other course. We have how to choose and invest in altcoins that will increase by 10 times to 1,000 times or more. This course is extremely popular. This course goes for $300, and basically you learn how to evaluate. You learn the strategies for determining which coins are going to experience that massive growth in value. We have how to buy Bitcoins anonymously and through secret methods. A lot of people who want to get into cryptocurrency and start investing, they don't actually know how to, and they don't even know how to buy Bitcoins. If you want to buy crypto, if you want to invest in crypto, in altcoins, you have to buy Bitcoin. And a lot of people end up paying massive premiums because they don't know how to do this. So I teach you that, and there's a ton of amazing methods that you can use to do this so that you don't end up getting taken advantage of. We also have introduction to day trading cryptocurrency for a living, so that you can become a cryptocurrency day trader and generate income from just trading cryptocurrency. You can make $50, $60 a day, moving around $200. Okay, so it's really that simple, and there's a lot of people who do that, and they are doing amazingly well. We also have the introduction to cryptocurrency course. This was the first course I made, and it's by far the most popular. And if you don't know anything about cryptocurrency, you don't know about buying, selling, you don't know what cryptocurrency is, you don't know where to start, you don't know how to invest, you don't know what an exchange, you don't know anything about cryptocurrency. What I've done is I've actually looked into this, and I've put together this course for people who don't really understand any of these topics. And I basically do the hard work. I basically explain it in a way that you will be able to understand it and wrap your brain around it, because there's a huge learning curve to cryptocurrency in the beginning. And a lot of people quit in the beginning because of that learning curve, because because it's so much more difficult, because it's so much more different. I shouldn't say difficult, although it is difficult for many, but it's so different from what they are traditionally used to. Okay, Tim's in the chat. He said that he just got five free coins. He purchased a $200 course, how to get free cryptocurrency, and at this point he's been stocking up on them. I don't know if he has like maybe like 30 more coins, 30 coins, like 20, 30, all free coins at this point. Okay, and not only does he have them, he got them before they even, a lot of them are distributed before he even took part, before the ICOs even happened. All right, so now he can start selling those coins on the exchanges while people are buying them. All right, people are struggling to buy them. He's selling the coins that he paid nothing for. And there's a number of ways to get these coins, and I provide all of those in this course, the how to get free cryptocurrency course. Because like I said, guys, you can sit on your hands if you want to, but as you're watching, as we're seeing things that are happening right now where YouTube is promoting videos like this, essentially almost encouraging, young women to live, that hey, they can live in a van, they can convert a van. This is a suitable way of living. This is a very difficult way of living. I've lived that life, and I will tell you right off the bat, it was very hard for me. There were times when I felt like I was in quite a bit of danger. There were times when I was confronted while living in my car. It was really hard. It was really hard, and it was really scary. So, she's worried about a small bug. That's like one of the least things that should be worried about. All right. And again, for someone who's been living in a van for years, for years at this point, or a year and a half, if you want to call it that, it just would not add up. Like I said, I don't know how a part-time college student could afford to do this at 19, though. A part-time college student, guys, think about this. A part-time college student who works full-time at 19 purchased a van, did all of the conversion herself, and installed a solar panel, a sink, hardwood floor, all on her own. All right, and I mean, did all of this, like a stereo speaker system. I mean, she did all of this on her own. How and with what budget? We don't hear anything about that. What does she do for a living? We don't hear anything about that either. I mean, guys, you have to think for yourselves. You really have to, critical thinking is in such short supply today. If you want to pick up a course on crypto money, you can go over to cryptomoney.academy. You can find a link to the courses in the description of the video. And again, you have about 24 hours left to pick up a course at the early bird special and weekend price. Like I said, all courses are $99 or less, as low as $89. And right now it's there's not a lot of time left. I'm just saying it like it is. There is not a lot of time left at all. It's not a lot of time left. There's so many crazy things happening. I think we really all just need to ensure that we're diversifying our incomes, and that you have your passports prepared. Another very interesting thing I found out recently after doing some research. Someone said to me, like, if you owe a ton of federal debt, your passport can be confiscated. And I was like, no. And then I did some research, and if you owe a bunch of federal debt, as in the form of student loans, your passport can be confiscated and you can be blocked from leaving the United States. You heard me. Like, you can't even go to Canada. You cannot even go to Canada. So that's a topic for another video. But yeah, guys, I've talked about this enough times already. I've talked about this plenty. You know what the deal is, and that's it. BWR says that she had a team, and I agree with you entirely. The doctor says, at 30, I've never had a full-time job. You shouldn't feel like a failure, to be honest with you. You should not feel like a failure at all. I'll make that very, very clear to you, doctor. Should not feel like a failure at all. AP says she installs car stereos too. If you need a new stereo in your car, give her a call. She has a stuffed teddy bear, like she's 9 years old in the head, yet she rebuilds cars. Yeah. like I said, you could thank a bit. You could thank a bit of. Oh my gosh, you could thank a bit of Brit for recommending this topic, because honestly, I was not planning to cover it, but she was kind of adamant on it, and yeah, I just like it's just all really really weird to me. I want to know what you think, if you think there's any possibility that any of this is true, or if you think that this is something like the whole Lonely Girl thing, where she's an actress and like there's some company behind this, creating this character that she's playing. What do you think? Do you think that she's a character? Do you think that YouTube's also testing a new system where it automatically subscribes people to specific channels or products and services that they would like to push? I mean, what do you think is happening right now? Because it definitely feels like that is what is happening. But again, I want to know what you think, and and if you think that it's only going to continue evolving from here. Topaz says this seems about as legit as reality tell lies vision. Yeah. Yeah, it's this is just like what the heck. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. You can find a link to purchase the course if you want to purchase a course in the description of the video, and you can check out her full video. I've also linked the full video over in the description if you want to check that out as well. Love God, get money, and cheers.